So hi Alex, this is Brad. I'm going to try to just put together a real quick little tutorial for you. I opened up your PDF in Photoshop. And I'm going to change the measurements in these rulers. I'm going to zoom in on your document here. I put the rulers in so I could drag down some guides. Now if you look at the baseline of these lines, look how the lines in the adjacent columns are a little off. And what you really want them to do is line up perfectly horizontally, column to column. So you might be creating a page like this using 3 separate text frames side by side. One thing, or one way to keep things a lot more organized, is to make a complete text frame that covers, for instance, the whole page here, and then work within that text frame, and you can break it up into 3 columns inside the text frame, and all the text on that page ends up as a unit, and it's easier to work with. So switching over to InDesign, I'm going to go ahead and create a text frame, and maybe we can have your page a little bit off to the side. Okay, so I might create a text frame, and in my case I'm going to fill it with 12 over 14 point. I'm going to fill it with placeholder text. Okay, this might, let's see what this is. Yep, that's 12 over 14, and I'm not going to even edit out the dogs barking. So you would flow your entire article into a page size text frame, and then under Object at the top, go to Text Frame Options and put on Preview. And then here, say you want 3 columns of text, you would just do that there, okay? And I think, okay, and then maybe this is more like 10 point. Maybe it's 10 over 13, something like that. This looks a little closer. And then you can put in a picture frame here, for instance. And let's just fill it with, oh, I don't know, green, so that nobody misses it. And then do your text wrap. Okay, so here's your text wrap option. Whoops, here it is. And here the text is flowing around the... Now notice here what happens. The lines here are not lining up. Okay? So adding any kind of a picture element can throw things off. Here we go. So what we would do in this case, if we know that the text on this page is 10 over 13, we're going to go ahead and go again to Object, Text Frame Options, and we can set a baseline grid, okay, at the line spacing. So we'll do 13, okay, and now we'll go to our paragraph setting, and if you notice here, these are tiny but really important icons. Clicking this when you're clicked into a paragraph makes that paragraph align to the baseline grid. So if we just go ahead and select all the text and then click on the baseline grid, oh, look what happened. Now the text is lining up across all the columns. If you end up, for instance, adding a heading, so I'm going to go ahead and add a heading here. Okay, and we'll make that Arial. Let's find Arial. Can I find Arial? I'll just use this crazy thing. All right, I'm going to make it big. All right, and I'm going to click down. Now this heading, if we click into it, is aligning to the baseline grid, but it's not looking very good. So we can take that off the baseline grid. Okay. And then here, under paragraph, we can add some line spacing to it. So let's do this. Highlight this. So you would take your headings off the baseline grid and maybe create a paragraph style for the heading.